Hello and welcome. Today I have another ink review video for you. This is a sample of Rhodonite by LAMY. And we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to make a swatch of it first. Whoops, I dripped it. That's okay. That's what the paper is there, is to protect the desk from my inevitable foils. All right, there we go. I'm going to pop those bubbles real quick. There we go. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, I'm going to write the name on here. Okay, there we go. Here's how this swatch looks so far. I'm going to go ahead and set it under a fan to dry. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So let's go ahead and try some swatches here on paper. I have copy paper, and I always like to test this on inexpensive paper because sometimes if you're at work or school and you just don't have access to your nicer papers, you just want to know if this is going to behave itself. And so far it looks pretty good, actually. That's how it looks so far. We're going to set that aside to dry and try out some HP 32 paper. And HP 32 is also copy paper. It's a nice budget-friendly option, but it's very smooth and tends to resist the ink a little bit. So you often get to see some of the nicer special effects in the ink on this paper. And it looks like I didn't pick up as much ink as I thought I did on that dip, so had to get some more. And this is HP 32. And if there are any colors that you would like to see me review, leave a suggestion below, and if I have the ink or if I can get it, then we'll make a review video. All right, there we go. Okay, this is a nice rich pink color. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. I'm just going to double check and make sure there's no shimmers or anything in here. I don't think so. Yeah, no shimmer. Okay, just making sure. The ink was doing something interesting and I just wasn't sure if I was seeing what I thought I was seeing. Alright, so here is some Tomoe River paper. Tomoe River paper typically shows off the ink properties the best out of the three that I use, compared to the HP and HP 32 and the copy paper. So I always have to make sure to do a test on here. This is Tomoe River. And if you like these videos or if they're helpful to you at all, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any. And it also helps out this channel and I really appreciate it. Alright, there we go. Alright, here's how that looks. And I'm going to go ahead and check on our swatch and see if it's dry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is a really pretty color. It did very well on the copy paper, actually, and you could even see some shading in the writing. And around the edge of those splotches I made, there's like a little bit of like a halo here. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but there's definitely some good shading going on, even on this copy paper. So this is a really good ink if all you have is inexpensive paper and you like the color. This would be a good one to get. And then we've got the HP 32 paper, and immediately you can see how much of a difference the paper makes. This color has a lot more depth to it. It's a little bit darker. It still has that same color, especially if you compare the writing samples. It looks very similar, except that where the ink is darker here, this dark color here is darker than the dark, like if you compare this downstrokes here where I put down quite a bit of ink. So the shading on here is a lot more pronounced, and there is something else in this color, and that's why I was looking for shimmers, is I could see something, but it's not shimmer. I think that's actually a yellow sheen. And I don't think the camera's, I don't know, I'll try anyway. It might pick it up, but there's definitely a yellow sheen there, and that's why this color is appearing darker. It's not that it's darker, it's just, it's not as like neon as this is by comparison. So, and it's not really neon, but I think you know what I'm saying. Like, this is such a bright color on the copy paper. And then on the Tomo River paper, again, you can see what a difference the paper makes. So on here, you get that brighter version of the color coming through, and then around the edges you see that sheen, which makes the color appear darker, or what gives it the shading. And so the shading, of course, on the Tomo River is very, very nice as well. So this is a beautiful color. If you want a pink that does something extra, that has more to it than just pink, this is a really good one. Very pretty color. And then here is how our swatch turned out, and you can see how beautiful the halo shading is with that yellow sheen. And it's just beautiful. It's like a golden, it's like adding a little bit of gold to it without adding any shimmer. It's very, very pretty. And you can see in the writing how nice that shading is. So this is a beautiful ink. I'll try to find a link to it to leave down below for you. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.